thought Beauty and the Beast is just like, she's just so hot, but she reads.
Talk about stupid. This bitch is reading. Let's kill her.
We're your hosts, Tara, Nora, and Allie, and you're listening to Bad Advice Only.
We're just three New York City rats talking about scurrying around the Big Apple. Here, we make the New York City mistakes so you don't have to.
We're begging you. Leave us a review and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Bad Advice Only NYC. We release new episodes every Monday, so stay tuned, rats.
So I've been lifting, and my little gym where I lift, there's been this couple, I think they're a couple. They come to the gym now, and they've been somewhat frequent, and they're very overweight.
Okay, like how, like if you had to put a number on it.
She's probably 350.
Damn, Allie.
There's no way.
Damn, 350's big.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and
That's
he's
hard.
probably like...
It's not easy on a woman's
He's
frame.
much shorter, so I think he's maybe 250, 280.
Oh, so he's lean.
Allie.
I thought we weren't here to fat shame.
Yeah.
Tara said this was a positive story.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
they're so sweet, and like I feel so excited for them at the gym. I also feel like a little anxious for them because it's all obnoxiously skinny or just completely
sucks for
ripped
them.
girls.
Correct.
It's just that type of class, and all the girls are in the cute Lululemon or whatever. And they're coming in, and I hope that it doesn't discourage them because they seem so sweet. They like help each other out with like racking the weights. He'll like
Very
He'll like
cute.
bring her a new weight if she wants something a different weight, and like
It's a love story.
It's so nice. So I really hope they don't get like intimidated or like.
You should make friends with them.
So okay, that was what I was gonna ask y'all. Would it look?
We would love to have them come to brunch with us on Saturday. Yes.
yes.
Would it look so shitty of me to like go over and be like, "Hey, great job,"
Yes,
or
that
like,
would be
Yeah,
shitty.
I feel like, hey,
Right.
fatty, good job with the weights. Yeah.
exactly.
I've seen people do that at the gym, and I don't
It
think it's
Why
a
don't you
good
just go
idea.
and be like, hey, how are you?
It sounds condescending. I think
Yeah.
you just be friends
Yeah,
with
it's
them
so friendly.
naturally.
I was gonna be like, "Hey, see you next time."
yeah. Or like, you guys are always here. Like,
Yeah.
Wow, you guys don't know how to talk to people at a gym.
I don't know how to talk to people in general, and I definitely don't know how to talk to fat people.
The point is, she doesn't want to be a dick.
don't wanna be
she
a
doesn't want to be
dick.
condescending and be like, good job, fatty.
I know, right?
Just be like, hey, how's your day? Like a normal person.
Yeah. Okay.
But I have seen that before where people are like, wow, you're amazing
Keep
to
it
like a
up.
fat person, and
Yeah.
they're like, keep it up. I'm seeing results. So I don't know, because I'm sure some people are
It might
different.
hit someone
I'm
really
sure
positively.
Some fat people are like, oh my god, I needed that, and some fat people are like, fuck off.
Right,
You
right.
know, so you really don't know.
My workout class is the perfect setting, though, for people who might be a little insecure. That's not to assume that just overweight people are insecure. Like, there's probably plenty of
Why are you looking at me?
sticks in there. Oh my god, Ellie. There's probably plenty of sticks in there too that are insecure.
Yeah.
But it's like darker.
I hate dark workouts.
You don't move around. Like, you just stay at one bench, so you're not crossing paths with people. You just
You
stare
don't have to worry
ahead.
about bumper cars.
What? What did you say?
Nothing.
bumper cars.
But yeah, I think it's a great workout.
Or like
and I,
bumper dump trucks.
oh my god, guys.
I am fat positive though.
I'm fat positive at the gym.
I'm fat positive.
Is that
I love
the phrase?
I
The phrase
love
is
seeing a
fat positive?
person.
Yeah. What should it be?
Like weight positive?
Well, what's wrong with the word fat?
No, I'm asking. I don't know what the expression is.
I follow this chick on Instagram that does the what I eat in a day as a fatty.
Oh, that
You know
girl
who I'm
freaks
talking
me
Oh
the
about.
my
fuck
god,
out.
she scares the shit
It
out of
gives
me.
me such an ick.
So I don't mind any of it except for the heavy breathing. It gives me a lot of anxiety there. I'm like, oh my gosh. I get it. I like that she does the crunch and like shares
The
what she's
ASMR.
cooking
I
and
think
eating.
she
Yeah.
should be making money though, like sexually off
She
that.
probably is. She's
There's
beautiful
definitely guys
too.
who will pay for that.
It's the breathing that does it for me. I think she has sleep apnea.
She will unfortunately
Die.
pass, but I support her journey if that's how she wants to go out.
Nice.
This is a stupid conversation. And in light of stupid conversations, I thought it'd actually be really funny to talk about the history of stupidity today. Because we're just a bunch of dumb bitches.
We really are.
But before that, I just wanted to...
that conversation, we're
Yeah.
real dumb.
I wanted to talk about one more thing quickly that I thought was pretty stupid of me to do last night. I was out at a bar in Brooklyn, which I'm Never in Brooklyn. I go there like once a year. I'm sitting at this booth across from this really, really long bar. And there's a guy sitting with his back to me, and I can only see his profile. And this person is a dead ringer for somebody that I went to college with. And I am like, is that my friend? And I'm sitting next to my other friend, and she's like, I don't know. But we're like maybe 2 feet away from this man. Like we could have easily just gone up and been like, hey, are you so-and-so? But we just sat there, and I zoomed in, and I took a picture of him. And I sent it to my friend that I thought it was, because this person was on their phone at the bar.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, well, if it's him, then he'll turn around, and then it'll be fine. And if it's not him, then I don't have to risk going up to this person and embarrassing myself by being like,
this is less
hey.
embarrassing. Go on.
Well, it
This
gets
is
worse
so
because I'm
creepy,
not
too.
actually close enough to this person to have texted them.
But you have their number?
I have their number, but there's no prior history of messages.
This is college. He's from college.
And I see him literally once a year in social gatherings. The conversation's always the same. It's always, hey, what are you up to? Nothing. So I sent the picture, and I just go, hey, it's Allie, my last name. Am I staring at your back right now?
Allie.
He wrote, nope.
I wouldn't call that stupid. I'd call it creepy.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
there's lots of definitions
If
for
a man
stupid.
did that to you, how would you feel?
I'd feel honored. This person's a dead ringer, and they were in a suit.
I
Like
hate
it wasn't
that term for some reason.
dead
Well,
ringer.
so do I.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Nora
As
hates it for a
everyone
reason.
says it about me and Caitlin Clark.
Well, we should really do a side by side. It'd be funny.
Just wait till I get this new. Wait till I get this new jaw. I'm not gonna look like her no more.
She is so sassy with her new jaw.
Y'all, once I
Like
have
you're
this new
such
jaw,
big
She doesn't
shot.
even
Are you
have
even
it
gonna
yet.
do it?
yeah, man, I'm
It's
fucking
all talk.
halfway through Invisalign. I'm gonna fucking do it.
It's all talk. Let's start a bet if Nora actually goes through with it.
Let's start a bet that her face looks different when she gets it done.
My face is supposed to look different.
Right, it's supposed to. Keyword, there's room for bets there. Tara and I will each draw what we think your new face will look like. And whoever's closest wins.
You're laughing now, but when y'all are feeding me through a straw for 8 weeks.
Bitch, we're hiring a task rabbit for that. Neither of us are
Please,
doing it.
please don't hire someone, guys.
We're
It's
gonna
gonna be
get
so gross.
Finance Jay to do it. He seems like the likely candidate. He cares about you.
Yeah, I was really hoping I'd have a husband to care for me by the time I did this.
Yeah,
Well-
the last boyfriend offered to send you to his parents for his mom to take care of you.
Yeah, that
He
would have been
couldn't
nice,
even do it.
honestly.
Back to today's episode on stupidity, because we know a lot of stupid people and have done a lot of stupid things in our life.
Yes.
And it was one of those things again where I was like, this isn't really an episode. It's more just I think it would be funny to see what our thoughts are. And then also it led into AI just absolutely roasting me.
Oh, good.
Oh, you got roasted by
I got
AI.
Fucking roasted.
Flambéed, as we say.
Yeah. So actually, the weird thing is when I was looking into this, stupidity actually starts with ancient views, which I didn't know, both in Greek
Ancient
and
what?
Rome.
Views.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Not understanding.
Well, I was going to explain
Perspectives.
Such an unnecessary pause and commentary.
I just don't get it.
Okay, well, I was explaining it.
Okay,
and
well,
you
get to it.
interrupted
Get to it.
Okay. Woo-wee. All right, so it started with Greek and Roman times, and the Greek had a philosopher who defined stupidity as this is a little racy, as mental slowness in speech or action. But he saw it more as a character flaw or a lack of social intelligence and awareness, whereas the
no.
Romans had a Latin word called stupere, which is to be stunned or amazed. And that's where we get the word stupid, and I think that's more
Stunned or
accurate.
amazed.
Wait,
Stunned?
being stupid you think is closer to stunned or amazed?
Yeah, like you're so stunned by how ridiculous that statement is. Like, that person's so slow-witted.
I am not computing that at
Me
all.
neither. I feel like because that is more about the observer than
Yeah, the observer is stunned.
then the observer should be stupid when you observe something slow.
Yeah.
That doesn't
These
make
Romans
sense to
ain't
me.
making sense.
Romans don't make sense.
Well, they're all dead now, so.
good.
Here's something stupid for you. Romans.
Yeah. They're all dead.
Are we talking? Why are we talking Romans? Are they Italians? Why are they just Romans?
That's a good question.
Because of the Roman Empire.
Yeah, they didn't have all
They
of
weren't.
Italy.
It wasn't.
It wasn't
Italy.
all of Italy, though.
It
Then
was
what
just
kind
Rome.
of empire was it? Just Rome? Rome's a small city, y'all.
Roman's a small city.
I think it's weird.
Nothing to see there, guys. Skip it.
Texas is stupid. Texas is a dumb
Texas is
state.
stupid.
Texas is dumb right
Yes.
now.
I just think it's a little weird that they got the name Romans.
All right, well,
As if it's another country. when
there's
it's
also
a city.
religious context for stupidity,
Okay.
which is often linked to sin and ignorance, which I thought was an interesting way to view
Sin?
stupidity.
Sin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You have an affair and cheat on your wife.
That's
yeah,
pretty
you're
stupid.
fucking stupid.
Okay.
So
What other kind of sin? That fat girl eating food
what?
on Instagram.
Yeah, it's
that's
gluttony, that's a
gluttony.
sin.
That's
Gluttony,
right?
that is a sin, so she's stupid.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
that she's-
I mean, I too am a glutton, so.
I am too. I would argue I'm equally gluttonous.
Same. I was eating this pumpkin donut, fisting it into my mouth, and someone was like, "Do you need help opening that door?" Because I had a drink in the other hand and was just
my God.
fisting this door. I was like, "No, thank you." All right, next. Then there was more of like a social context, like a social hierarchy with stupidity back in the day, which was associated with lower classes, reinforcing
I mean, that's still
social
kind of
divisions.
true, right? You assume. Well, I don't obviously because I'm, I'm
No,
a good
go on.
person. But some bad people might assume that lower socioeconomic folks are less intelligent, less educated, perhaps.
Keep digging.
I'm not. It's not my view. It's not my opinion.
She's looking down at the ground because I think
because I can't
it is
see.
her opinion.
Because my contacts are broke.
Listener, Nora's no longer baby rat, she's blind rat.
There are
My
3
God.
blind mice.
My contacts decided not to work for the last month straight, and now my glasses don't work. My eyesight's changing in front of
It's
me.
definitely your eyes because contacts just don't not work anymore.
My theory is she
know.
has diabetes.
Oh
yeah,
no.
Tara says I have diabetes.
You want some of the sugar? That's good for diabetes.
Is it? Is sugar good for diabetes? I thought it was the opposite.
I don't know. Go on, Allie. Go back to
Okay.
our spiritual stupidity. I say any religious nut is stupid.
Yeah, let's back up.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Let's go back to
Religion's stupid.
Throwback to our holiday episode on the different religions. All those idiots that worship the Virgin Mary.
Yeah.
They're
Oh.
stupid.
Editor's note, by the way, we owe you an apology. Boxing Day is Canadian.
Oh my god.
Knew it.
Really?
I felt so stupid.
They do celebrate it elsewhere, but it's predominantly in Canada.
Interesting.
Predominantly. Okay, I knew it. It's because I was sleeping with a Canadian for a while.
That's
You're
why.
certain you don't owe me an apology and it's actually Indian?
For calling Bodhi a dog? No. I don't think I owe you an apology for that.
Thank you for that editor's note, Allie.
You're
Not
welcome.
an editor's note. That's not. You're not the editor.
Trigger warning. Tara's right.
Thank you for that apology, Allie.
Yeah.
I forgive you.
Thanks. I didn't know you were mad about it. Okay. Now, there's a more contemporary view of stupidity, which I think is more where I fall into the camp, which is
Contemporary, this era?
Yeah.
Contemporary? Okay, cool. So not
it
no more
encompasses
Greeks.
a wide range of behaviors, like traits from intelligent shortcomings to poor judgment or irrationality.
I'm going to start saying I have intelligence shortcomings.
Yeah, you should.
Whenever I do something fucking stupid. I really like it.
And then what constitutes stupidity obviously can be subjective and depend on cultural and social norms, so it's different obviously everywhere. But the thing that really got me was they focused a lot on humor. Like stupidity is often used for comedic effect in literature, film, and television, which is true. But then I'm like, are you saying all humor means you're stupid? Because I think I'm pretty funny.
No, what they're saying is they're using stupid as like the brunt of the joke. Is that the word?
Butt of the joke?
Butt of the joke.
Morons.
This is such a hard episode to be
I know,
smart
it's really
on.
crazy, yeah, guys.
I have some intelligence shortcomings. No, they're saying that like they play stupid as the butt of the joke for humor, but I feel like that's kind of been squashed. Like I don't think contemporarily we do that anymore.
Like slipping on a banana and laughing.
Yeah, like I think we've tried to get
stupid.
It used to be a laugh riot back in the day.
Yeah,
Like, oh, you see that fat guy slip on that banana
Why
and
is it
fall
always
over?
fat and stupid are not equivalent?
Synonymous.
Like,
Tara's got me on a one track mind right
I
now.
think we should do a body image episode.
Definitely not. That's the way
Happy
we
to.
get banned from Spotify.
You think that's what's gonna cross the line? You've
Not
already said
blackface.
it. You've already said it all.
Jesus Christ. Not my outline. I can't keep us in line.
Okay. Was there anything else that you wanted to say?
No, I was explaining to Nora what she thought stupid was the humorous.
Yeah.
But they were making fun of stupid.
You guys remember that phrase, stupid is as stupid does?
Yeah. No.
What's that from?
I do remember
Dumb
that.
and Dumber.
Is it?
Is it?
No.
She didn't even know the
said
phrase.
I'd
Oh, you know
never
what it is?
heard
I
of
think it's Forrest Gump.
Oh,
Stupid is as stupid does.
I think you're right. You know, here's a hot take.
Live fact check.
I don't like that movie.
It's not good. I
think
haven't
it's
seen
weird.
it, but it's not good. Doesn't Ginny die of like AIDS or
Yeah,
something?
she's a cunt. She's a real
AIDS.
cunt in that movie. Well, okay. She's a real bitch in that movie.
What's a worse word than cunt for a woman? Because that's what I want to use.
I kind of like it, so I don't really see
No,
it
I know.
as
I
a
don't
bad
think cunt's
word.
like actually offensive to me.
If a strange man was chasing me down the street and called me that, yeah, I'd be a little.
But if
I'd
a
be more
girl in the
scared.
bathroom called me it, I'd be like,
Hey, girl.
The one time I did call a girl a bitch, like I was like, bitch, and she literally goes, did you just call me a bitch? And I was like, isn't that a nice thing?
It can be.
What?
These are not good. I asked what's the most derogatory word for a woman, and they said unworthy. Malicious, spiteful, overbearing, slut, whore, promiscuous, cunt.
None of these hurt me.
None of these. I'm like, do your worst, make me cry.
We need more bad words for men. There's really all we have is dick. Like,
Dog.
what else can we call
Dude,
men?
men are on the decline. I don't
I'm
even.
not calling somebody a twat waffle.
Where'd you get that?
I just made it up.
That's good. Is that for a man?
Oh, a cunt licker is a good one.
So wait, Allie, you were live
yeah.
fact checking something.
It was Forrest Gump.
It was Forrest Gump
It
that
was.
said stupid is as stupid does.
And then there's this universal constant with stupidity that it's evenly distributed across all populations, regardless of education, social status, or any other factor. So a certain percentage of every group will inevitably be stupid, and I love that.
What's
I mean,
the
that's
percent?
gotta be 100% true.
Yeah.
What's the percent? Just a percent.
Any
is
percent.
stupid.
It's
So
a
there's no
theory.
society where it's just like everyone's smart.
There's always going to be a dum-dum.
Well, there's always going to be a
Talking
dumb
to you Europeans, you think you're so fucking
Yeah.
cool.
Fuck off, Europeans.
Yeah, you think Italy's so smart? Look at Rome.
Empire dead.
Mine's kind of like directed towards the French. You know how fucking snobby they are
Yeah.
towards Americans.
Everyone thinks Americans are really stupid, and they're right. But like,
but so are they.
so are they.
No, the French, I don't know much about them. But I met this one French guy when I was training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he was like, Ali, never trust a Frenchman.
Try it again.
He was like, Ali, never trust a Frenchman. Frenchman was the last word there. I don't know how to do the accent.
I would never date a Frenchman.
That seems
Yeah,
racist.
every time I match with a French guy, I just say, some guy told me never to trust a Frenchman, and they always say, that's true. No one's ever said no. Yeah, oui, oui. Les poissons, les poissons.
Whoa.
No.
Is that from Beauty and the Beast?
Little Mermaid. What?
Aren't they French in Beauty and the Beast?
No, bitch.
Yes.
Yeah, they're
They
in
are.
France.
Are they really?
Yeah.
They're in France.
Don't they do the whole, the beginning song? I don't remember it. Nope, that's not the beginning.
Bonjour, bonjour.
Bonjour.
You're right.
Bonjour. Bonjour, bonjour,
All right,
bonjour.
all right,
That's
I'll
how
admit
it
when
goes.
I'm
French
wrong.
countryside.
Yeah, because that's where all the hot girls are.
In the mountains?
And the French countryside. I love how Beauty and the Beast is just like, she's just so hot, but she reads.
Talk about stupid. This bitch is reading. Let's kill her.
They're like, this bitch is reading.
I mean,
Get
they
her.
would have burned her at the stake
You
for
guys.
reading in that era.
Speaking of Beauty and the Beast, one of my doorman's name's Maurice.
Is that in Beauty and the Beast?
And Belle's dad's Maurice.
It's a
and
very
every
small
time
character.
me and my friend that live in my building see him, we all go, crazy old Maurice. I gotta tip him. All right.
Oh my god.
No, I thought you were going back to the outline.
Never.
Yeah. Okay.
God damn it. The whole time my head has just been spinning about how to get back to the outline.
I tried to get us
I
back
mean,
on track there.
This outline, let's get real. This outline's ridiculous.
No, it's obviously stupid. It's like one of the dumbest
What's
things.
next?
Okay, so then I was trying to say to AI, how do I become less stupid? Like, what
Smarter.
steps do I need to take to become less dumb?
Uh-huh.
And it really just degraded me as a human. And it said,
Called you a cunt.
it's great that you're asking this, Allie. I don't know where I got my name. It says, it already shows you're on the right track. Nobody's born wise, and we all have room to grow. But here's a breakdown on how to cultivate your intelligence and make smarter choices.
Oh. Okay, we weren't saying you made bad choices. We said you were stupid.
The only prompt I gave it was, how do I become less stupid? And it gave me 2 pages worth of advice.
What's the advice?
Embrace lifelong learning.
Duh.
No?
Did you say duh?
I said duh. She goes, no.
Cultivate curiosity. read widely, seek out challenges, and become a better listener. I suck at listening.
Yeah, she's a really bad listener.
Really, really bad.
Okay.
So you're destined to be stupid.
I don't think it makes you stupid that you're not a listener. I do think it impacts your EQ a little.
Let's play a fun game. Let's rank ourselves in intelligence order. Who do we think's the dumbest?
Well, there's different types of intelligence.
You're right.
All right. Let's. Well, I don't know. Well, we're not doing a great
We're
job.
all very different.
We're all very differently dumb.
Allie, keep reading that one.
No, I'm curious now. We're going to start a fight here.
No,
Who's the
Nora just wants
dumbest?
to be voted smartest.
I know that I am the smartest.
You're fiscally the smartest.
That being said, I know nothing about like the world.
No, that's where
Like-
I'm like, you are
like
kind of stupid there. Yeah.
geopolitics, like all that.
Well, you just don't read up on it. Like, you
I
could
just
be
don't-
really smart
I
in
could.
it.
I went off on this on a date the other night. Humans were meant to know 50 people. I shouldn't know what's going
research
on.
was that based
That's
off of?
Like straight up like caveman days. Like humans were not made for this. I'm not made to know what's going on the other side of the world. This is the only life I have. It's right here. I'm going to do what I can for the people I know.
Nora, do you know 50 people?
I know about, I'd say I have like 14 acquaintances total. And
14 is such a weird number.
I think that's right. It's like brunch club and then you guys.
Can you explain to the listener what brunch club is?
I think it's pretty
Let 'em figure it out.
self-explanatory.
Something
We go to
she
brunch.
attends very irregularly.
It's a brunch club.
Anyways, Allie, what else did AI tell you
It
to do
also
to
told
get
me to
less?
develop critical thinking skills where I question everything, look for evidence, I'm aware of my biases, and then consider my consequences.
Allie's got biases. Allie, just your conspiracy theory thing makes me think like that's a sign of being a bit stupid.
I
Agreed.
don't believe the conspiracy theories. I just think they're funny.
You and an ex-boyfriend went to a bomb shelter home
I
to
didn't want
buy.
to go. I went along for the road trip. I wasn't like, hey, let me buy this bunker house. Like, I'd love to live in it and live off the land with somebody who literally has to pay somebody to mount a TV. Who would be doing all the work there? Me.
You would have to learn how to churn the butter.
Yeah, they were like, oh, 100% everything is done by hand here. And I was like, fuck no.
Do you think he only dated you for the labor, the
I've asked
manual
him that
labor?
before, yeah.
Oh, kind of.
He
Because
said,
at one
no,
point,
I'd pay somebody else to do that if you thought that's all I wanted you for.
Then pay me.
Right.
I
Bitch.
know.
Where's my allowance? Okay, then it also told me to improve my self-awareness by reflecting on my mistakes, seeking feedback, and being mindful of my emotions.
Allie, what do you think? Reflect on your mistakes. What do you think your mistakes are? Big ones.
Big one. Ooh, what a tough question.
I don't think Allie needs to work on her.
She asked Gemini or
Okay,
whatever.
to be fair, also this wasn't for you guys an open commentary to reflect on my own stupidity.
I'm just curious
I
what
just want
you
you to work
think.
on your spatial awareness. That's
You are
all.
Well, that I
really
think I need to go to a doctor for. I think it's like an imbalance in my brain.
She's got like ear problems.
So
Keep
clumsy.
her falling.
Yeah.
Just a thought on Allie's spatial awareness. Imagine how many times Allie has almost died and she doesn't even know.
She has no idea.
Like she has no idea. Like how many near-death experiences she just isn't
doesn't
aware.
know about him.
Ignorance is bliss.
You're in your life, absolutely.
Is there an issue with that? Like, what's the issue there?
No, Nora and I just stay up all night worrying about you getting hit by a cyclist.
Tara and
a
I
bus.
talk about this all the time. That
Behind my back.
someday, no, we say it in front of you. Someday, Allie will die, and it will be a horrific accident.
Yes.
And at some point, we're gonna have to laugh about it. Obviously, not immediately, but eventually, you getting hit by a truck will be funny.
I don't know why you think every time you say that, you're like, not immediately, like it's gonna hurt my feelings. Like this has been a narrative for 10
I'll be
years
sad.
now.
I'll be sad for
Yeah.
sure because I don't want you to die, but it's inevitable. Like
It is.
with the way you live your life, it is inevitable that you will die.
I
in
feel
an
like it's
accident.
only because I walk across streets so
Example.
vehemently.
Listener,
Example.
if you saw Allie try to get a cab, you'll know what the fuck I'm talking. This bitch runs into traffic on the
And
daily.
guess who gets a fucking cab every time? You're welcome.
Give the story about Jen dropping you off at the ferry.
Oh, okay. That is a mistake. That's a great example. That was a boo-boo, and I've learned since then. So we have this coworker who would give me a ride home after we would do a workout class once a week, and this was right before I was leaving to go to Chile the next day on like a 12-hour flight, and I am panicked, and I'm like, I have to get home, and I'm looking at the ferry schedule because I take a ferry to and from work. And it's saying the ferry's going to leave in like 3 minutes. And I have to run across 2 oncoming lanes of traffic on the West Side Highway. There's like
a highway, listener.
It was like, it's 4 lanes on each side. Yes. And she drops me off right outside the Javits Center like a cheap hooker.
Hookers take the ferry home.
No, on the Javits Center side. Like, I'm literally behind the Javits Center in the truck lane. And she's letting me pop out, and I'm fucking sweaty in my gym clothes. And I'm like, shit, I have 5 seconds because technically the hand for the walk signal had stopped blinking. No,
it stopped blinking.
It was like at like 0. So I was like, okay, I have 5 seconds. I need to cross the street now or I'm never going to make it. I sprint, but I'm in boots with heels
after a workout.
Yeah,
naturally.
And my ankle just gave in, and I'm in the middle of the fucking highway, and I just fall down. My phone goes flying. I use my butt of my hand to like just break my fall. It's bleeding. I know I've cut my leg open because I feel it. I feel warmth and liquid, but I can't see it. And I look up, and all of the cars are now coming at me. And thank God our friend had managed to move her car back in. And she's, like, trying to block everybody because she's like, surely, well, she calls me, and she's like, I thought you were a homeless woman running into traffic trying to kill yourself. And I thought, surely no one would run across the highway like this and fall. And then I realized it was you, and are you okay? And I'm like, I don't know. I got to make the ferry. Let me call you back. And I run in, I like hobble in, I'm limping, like Hunchback of Notre Dame with my 18 bags and my fucking bloodied hands. And I make it to the boat, and there's no boat there. And I'm like, where the fuck is the boat? And I look back at my app, and I had it reversed. So I was going from Midtown to where I live, but apparently the app schedule was the reverse from where I lived to Midtown. So I actually had 10 full minutes, and I would have been totally fine had I just followed common law and order.
But a side note for our friend, she would have, if she saw a homeless woman run into traffic and fall, she would just put her whip in the middle of the highway to protect this woman. Like, what a saint.
Yeah.
What a saint.
Yeah. And for the listener, she does call her car a whip.
The last piece of advice AI gave me was to take care of my physical and mental health, so that kind of goes hand in hand there. It said get enough sleep, eat a healthy diet, yikes, exercise regularly, so I'm like 1
You got that.
for 1.
What?
1 for 10. 1 for 10.
And then manage stress.
Oh.
And then it said, remember, Allie, becoming less stupid is a journey, not a destination.
That should be your yearbook quote.
It's about continuous self-improvement and willingness to learn and grow. Keep asking questions, stay curious, and don't be afraid to make mistakes along the way. Anyway, that's all. That's all we've got going today.
So, on this topic of stupidity, did we learn anything today?
You know, I had never heard the full Allie falling in traffic story.
It's one of my favorites.
I've heard her say it before, just not the detail.
Well, it was so bad because I was like, if this gets infected, there's nothing I can do because I'm literally going to Chile tomorrow.
There's doctors in Chile.
Well, I wasn't going to like disrupt I was going for a wedding. I can't disrupt a wedding weekend because I got a boo-boo running across the highway. I learned today that you guys think I'm a true conspiracy theorist because you thought I too wanted the bunker house.
Yeah.
I do think you partially wanted the bunker
I think
house.
a little bit of you
Did you
wanted
not
the
hear
bunker.
how insane the bunker house was? That shit's fucking crazy. We should do an episode just on the
we should
bunker
do
house.
that.
Okay.
That was the craziest shit I've ever been to. I'm glad I went because I will never see anything like that ever again.
For the listener, Allie toured a bunker house for the potential of buying it.
Not with my money.
A man's
A
money.
man's money.
Tara, did you learn anything?
I learned that there's contemporary stupid, and I hate the Roman
Yeah,
Empire.
you have issues with the Romans and the French.
The outline was wonderful, Allie. We went off on a couple different tangents.
If you want to tune in for another stupid episode next week, make sure you download and rate 5 stars wherever you get your podcasts. See you next week, rats.
Woo, bye, rats.
We know it's Spotify.
As always, thanks for listening. If you're interested in even more bad advice, scurry on over to Instagram and TikTok at Bad Advice Only NYC. We're begging you. Download and rate the show and leave us a review. Talk to you next Monday.
Stay tuned, rats.